Welcome back, my friends, to Golarion, to Absalom, sitting in the center of the world, and within its foreign quarter, the Grand Lodge, home of the Pathfinder Society. Deep within the bowels of that lodge is a vault, one of many vaults containing many things dangerous, esoteric, and bizarre. But this one is special because this one holds our heroes. 4 Pathfinders, freshly minted from their confirmation and prepared for their first real assignment as a team. The camera swings down through ancient bookcases stuffed with bizarre grimoires, swooping past an enormous pile of treasure in the middle of the room to the northwest corner, where they stand. One of them, to the left, is played by our friend Sam.
Hello. So I am playing Melinda Melrose. She's average height. She's not short. She's not tall. Got curly dark hair. And she is...
Is she excited? Is she like resigned to this library mission?
She is very excited for this library mission. She's a scholar. She's pumped. She's got her little notebook. She's scribbling away in it.
Does she look like a fantasy librarian? This is what I need to know.
A little bit. She looks a little bit like a librarian.
Does she have glasses?
She does now.
Perfect. And beside Melinda Melrose, standing, I believe, significantly taller than her.
Yep. So, standing next to Melinda, probably close to 6 feet, is a large person who is recognizable as a person just because she has a head and 2 arms and 2 legs and a torso, but by all other accounts, she's quite different because she's not made of flesh and blood. She is very metallic. Her face is not featureless, but carved out of metal, has, a humanoid cast to it, but still constructed and not flesh and blood. And she is... It's difficult to tell how she looks because her expression is fairly unreadable, but her body language is fairly stiff, and she's just kind of looking around, taking her environment in, but does not appear to be nearly as excited as her compatriot.
I mean, who could be? Really? And next to your character, did you say your name?
Oh, no, I forgot to say my name. My character's name is H2723.
Beside H2723, and beside a little furry friend, is our third hero.
Yeah, this is Calamus Palm. Calamus is a leshy, specifically a cactus leshy. They're a little round guy. They're just a little round guy. And they got a little flower on top of their head. It changes color because I want it to. And the furry friend beside them is Digsby, who is their badger animal companion. And just an adorable little guy as well. 2 adorable little guys.
Absolutely perfect for Pathfinder. And there is indeed another Leshy standing across from you with the Grand Archivist, Zardadrelneen, a little mushroom guy with a big mushroom hat.
Aww.
We'll talk about him in a second, but I will share the art of him with you all, as well as the woman that he is standing beside. Well, Jade describes our final hero.
Of a similar height to Calamus is a young goblin, newly adult goblin, the soft green skin you would expect of her people, dappled with freckles and scarification on their cheekbones. Unlike many goblins you've probably met, rather than the typical red eyes you might expect to see, hers are pitch black, and around her head she has a sort of a lilac-y head covering, because there is no hair on this girl's head, or eyelashes. It's a little unsettling, and the massive goblin ears that twist to catch the sound, much like a bat, framing her eagerly smiling face. While not as excited as Melinda, still pretty fucking pleased to be here. Has the vibe of a little bit like somebody at Freshers Week. Like, yes, I'm here, I'm gonna do the thing. This is Ist. And,
Ist.
yeah, Ist. Of the...
Fantastic.
3'1". All of, just so much personality packed into his frame. Sharp teeth, and in the little flat snub of a nose is a septum piercing, because, you know, she's here to take things seriously. Which means a nose piercing. Obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And so, with the lot of you assembled here in this vault deep within the the Grand Lodge, headquarters of the Pathfinder Society, you are all Pathfinder agents. The Leshy, with a broad mushroom cap. He has a bright green body, purple mushroom cap that kind of looks like a wide-brimmed hat. Wears a white scarf and a brown vest emblazoned with the glyph of the open road. Behind him is a tall and regal-looking woman with long dark hair, black nail polish, and a vibrant red and blue dress. She kind of watches him, like lets him take the lead as he says, "Well, howdy. My name is Rain and Cloudy Days, and it is my pleasure as a newly minted Pathfinder agent to help you all on your assignment today. All right, two lies, one truth, or is it two truths, one lie? Well, I just finished my confirmation over in Taldor, helping the Pathfinder Society make inroads with a group of lizard folk who had built their settlement near some ancient ruins that were starting to give them a little bit of trouble. We made sure that those folks were safe, and we made sure that anything dangerous was removed from the area. And if that's not what a Pathfinder's all about, well, I don't know what is. Yeah, we thought that you folks would be a good, she thought, I also thought, because she was right, that you folks would be a good fit for this mission today. As I said, I'm Raiden Cloudy Days. Let's hear everybody say who they are, so I know. And Miss Drowning, you all know Zard Drowning, Grand Archivist of the Pathfinder Society, head of the Grand Archive, the faction within our society whose job it is to catalog all sorts of strange and wondrous devices.
I give a little wave and go, "Hey there." Fuck. I was like, wait, shit. I was like,
the fuck is in character.
The fuck is in character. No. That's not the voice I was intending to do for this character, but now I'm like, I can't reach it.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Little soft little voice.
Soft little voice? Yeah. I wanted to go for more of a valley girl, but that's okay. I'll get there.
Yeah. We're all learning.
With confidence comes Valley Girl.
Exactly.
Like they always say.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. It's a common expression.
The age-old saying.
Mm-hmm. That's what they say.
So Rain looks to all of you to introduce yourselves. Have y'all worked together before? Is this a new friends? Will this be a new band of great adventurers going off to write their name upon the chronicles?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
I've traveled with H2, but like only a little.
I taught this one how to wrestle, pointing at Calamus.
Oh, wrestling! Well, that's great.
It's like real weird to watch.
Yeah, I'm covered in spines. It's really easy to wrestle when you're a fucking cactus.
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
I don't really know these guys very well, but I've seen around kind of hard to miss the exceptionally tall construct lady and the cactus. But seen around. No offense, Melinda, you look like a lot of people I've seen. But no, nothing wrong with that.
I'm none taken, I guess.
All right. Well, swell. Well, with that all coming along, I'll just let you know the archives are getting more exciting every day. And who better to manage the excitement than Zarda Drowning, Grand Archivist. Come on over here, and I'll tell you what's going on. And so they lead you to a table covered in interesting objects. Where is this table? I guess. Oh, it's over here. We got a big old map. If anyone wants to describe the map that you're on, just so that people know, because no one's screen recording this one, so we want people to share it.
It is a basement. There's a big pile of gold in the middle of it.
Love to see it.
So rain in cloudy days waves exuberantly to indicate a pile of treasure in the vaulted chamber. Wow! Just look at all these magic items and enchanted weapons and a skull that always looks at me funny. Big magic books with about even bigger magic books. Well, I'm not sure about that last one. I haven't read them all. Cataloging all this treasure is bound to be exciting. Sure beats sorting the mail. Zarta runs her fingertips along the table, lifts a strange hourglass, inspects it with dubious curiosity. Exciting, yes, and possibly quite dangerous. Rain frowns. Well, yes, but at least we're in the safety of the lodge. It can't be all that bad. You said these items are harmless. Picks up a skull from the table. Its eyes glow with pink fire, and it speaks. Unhand me, you hideous rotten mushroom! Harmless! How dare you! Rain replaces the skull and covers it with a cloth, muffling the voice. Well, mostly harmless. Zarda fails to stifle a grin. She tilts the hourglass this way and that, shrugs and sets it back on the table. Yes, mostly harmless. We believe these items represent no major threat to us, and we've secured those we believe to be cursed. The true danger comes from an old enemy of the Pathfinder Society, the Night Hag, Asleen. She nearly claimed these treasures for herself before they were entrusted to us. We don't know why she needs the items, or which ones are most central to her wicked plans. I'm off to discuss the situation with Eliza, Ambrose, and the other faction leaders. You'll stay here with Rain and continue cataloging these objects. We need to learn where the items come from and understand what they do. Then we can decide what to do with them. Any questions? And if you would like, just to like part the curtain a little bit, pretty much every adventure will have a section where an NPC says, do you have any questions? And there's a long list of potential questions you might ask, along with the answers to them. We could let you just ask whatever springs into your head, and some of those might match some of the ones I've been given, or if you'd like, I could give you CRPG style the list of questions that you can ask in whatever order you want, or use them as a springing off point to ask whatever you want. And that way, you have a better chance of like getting the information that the adventurer wants you to get.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that
All right.
idea.
Yep.
And then give me 1 second to copy over the questions, which I do because I've started doing this with some of my home games because I think this is a great way of like making sure that it does make it a little bit more video gamey, but like, hey, what's wrong with video games?
My question is just, so you're just gonna leave us here alone with a pile of gold? That's the plan?
Is the implication to your question that we should be afraid you would depart with some of it?
Oh, it just seems really trusting of y'all. You do what you need to do.
I mean, you're fully confirmed Pathfinder agents in the headquarters of the Pathfinder Society. If you wouldn't be here if we didn't trust you.
Ah, yes, that.
I mean, Mindy looks a little like, who have I been partnered with?
Is your salary not enough? Should we be paying you more?
No, it's great.
All right. And I have put the questions in the chat, the other chat, the Discord.
Okay, so this one kind of aligns with something that H2 is curious about, because H2 mostly stands there and hits things, and that doesn't necessarily jive with sorting magical items. So are there magical creatures in here too?
Well, Zarta speaks up. She says, at least one of the objects seems to be alive in a sense. Yes. So far, the skull just insults everyone. We're not sure if it's a novelty or an actual personality. Maybe you can talk to it and learn more. We haven't found any other creatures in the vault yet. But it's not our business to keep creatures captive, so we'd like to help them get home if we can, and to keep them safe from a sleen. I notice a bit of your reticence, but there are some places here that a strong arm and a steady hand will be just as useful in getting into as a quick mind.
Calamus holding the skull like, I like this thing.
So what's the plan for like all this stuff? Do we just like sort and catalog it and then put it? Where does it go afterwards?
Well, that depends. We'll return some to whoever they belong to. Some might be dangerous. Some should potentially need to be destroyed if they are cursed or malignant in some way. And some might hold valuable knowledge. Some might be all of those things. That's why your work and my meeting with the Society's leaders is so important. We need to fully make a plan. Right now, we're in the information gathering phase.
So are there like forms for us to fill out? You have like...
I got a to-do list.
Excellent.
I got a to-do list, and then after we're going to write some reports.
We do love a good report.
Love a good report.
Oh my god.
We love a good
Say
report.
I'm super big fan of this Ashlyn, sorry. Who is that exactly?
She's a night hag, which is a sort of extra-dimensional malevolent force. They prey on nightmares. She's caused trouble for the Society a few years back, even tried to capture and sell the soul of our former Master of Spells. We thought we'd seen the last of her after we helped stop her from raiding a magical demiplane known as the Haojin Tapestry. Apparently, she's still hunting for treasures, and she has something horrible planned for us at the Society.
Fantastic.
Sounds like Peach.
Yeah, Rain and she's like, basically, she's kind of like evil us, and she's got evil plans, and she wants to use treasures to do it.
That's awful.
Right.
Other questions that haven't been asked yet?
Where the treasure came from.
Ah.
So, what's the provenance on some of these items? Like, do we have, like a, how does the Pathfinder Society acquire these things?
Oh! Rain and Cloudy climbs up on the table and says, I know this one, and it's a cool story. You see, there's this place called Shadow Absalom, which is like Absalom, the city we're in, but shadowy. It's the reflection of the city of Absalom on the shadow plane. Right. And there's this mercantile group on it called the Onyx Alliance, and they had this massive vault of treasure. Aslan wanted it all, and she almost got it, but some society agents learned about her plot just in time. There's more to it, but you'll have to read the chronicles yourselves. I don't want to spoil the story, because this actually is the events of a previous season's adventure called episode 319, Mean Streets of Shadow Absalom.
Incredible.
That's your edifying editor says, check back on that issue of the Pathfinder Chronicles.
Love it.
Yes. So this vault in particular contains all of the items that we got from that run-in with Esleen. We have other vaults with other things that we get from many places, either from archaeological digs or as bestowments from dignitaries. But this vault in particular is all of the things that Esleen wanted. And we need to find out why. And also, everything else that's about here. So, I would recommend, because of the rather unusual provenance, as you said, be ready for anything. If you need any more supplies, I suggest you get them quickly and then get to work. I have a meeting to attend. And she clacks her shoes off and out of the vault.
So how big is this pile of treasure? Just stood next to this table. Like, how tall?
That's a big pile of treasure. Let me see how tall. It specifically says enormous.
Dang. I mean, that's what, like 40 foot
yes.
square, and then however tall the pile is, looking at the...
Yeah. Probably like 10 feet tall.
So, like, they won't notice a little of that missing, right? Calamus is saying that to the group.
I love Calamus bringing the big horse from over the Golden Wall energy here, just like...
I want to steal.
Well, I never. What if it's cursed? What if it's poisoned? You're just going to take whatever you want willy-nilly without being careful?
Oh, you're still here?
Yeah! I'm here to help you!
Mindy's already like, if there's like a book on this table, Mindy's already flipping through it. She is fully tuned out everybody else.
I had hoped that we could find some bonds of floral fraternity, but you just want to steal.
We certainly can. It's just, look, I want to know what's in there, if nothing else. Like, damn.
Well, you're in luck.
If there's more of these things, like holding the skull and putting their finger in and out of the mouth as it tries to bite them.
You keep your hands off of me!
This thing is great. I hope there's more.
Yes. I've got my to-do list. And Rain pulls out a little piece of paper, and he shares it with everybody. It is labeled to-do list for my amazing Pathfinder friends.
Oh, no.
He's kind of sad and disappointed in you.
No. I feel bad now.
So basically, here's the way that this adventure works, at least for parts of it. You have a special move, more or less, called Explore the Boundless Vault. The thing about Pathfinder that I love is that you can just make special activities tailor-made to the situation, and it's basically like custom moves in PBTA. Bada boom, bada bing. Here's the thing. Everyone can take 10 minutes to explore an area of the vault. Rain's to-do list has a list of all the locations and what's in them. I've also got the vault location inventory because I forgot that Brain's to-do list was actually in this adventure. So that these are the labeled places, and then he's got the kind of like written in-world things that is on there.
Oh, cool. Okay. I was like, I assumed that it had closed the previous things when they were opening them, but no, they just stacked.
Yeah, you can just move them, and you can even double click them at the top, and it'll just minimize them, and you can just maximize them back up.
Ah, that rules.
Yes. So. Mm-hmm.
Okay, given that Calamus is already making friends with the skull, Anya, have you got any of those skills that would maybe be helpful to try and get to the bottom of the mystery?
Yeah, let's see what I get.
Yeah, basically everyone gets to do this check once per 10 minutes. You can either do it in the same place as someone else, or you can go to a different part of the thing and just describe what you're doing, how you're doing it, and then I will share with you what you get based on the description and success level of your role.
I mean, my best skill is nature.
Reasonable as a druid.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely go for that, because, I guess there's a case to be made for this skull being, organic material.
Well, you'll notice each of the locations says which skills are part of it.
Oh, sorry. There's so many screens.
On the to-do list, next to each of the tasks in italics at the end, it's got the things that probably give you
I'm
the
on the
best
vault
result.
location inventory. That's not the right one, is it?
I think that they should have the same information.
Oh, okay.
They do, in fact, have the same information.
Nature is useful for the scrolls and such. So, yeah, I can go check those out.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to. So you leave the skull alone, and you head on over to
there it
the...
is. Sorry.
I'll
I
take a
found
turn
it.
adding to the skull.
Cool.
This guy's great. Tosses it to you.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'll
So Calamus, if you'd like, we can roll initiative to show we can make sure that everyone gets a turn, or we could just do it freeform. It's up to y'all.
We don't need initiative.
Sounds like Calamus is heading over to the scrolls and such, which are shelves filled with scrolls lining the walls, along with a few other useful items for spellcasters. Some of them might even contain magic spells. If you want to head over to that area, feel free to move your little guys around the map.
I would also like to look at the scrolls.
Let's see.
You're also looking. Okay.
Boop, boop. I'm gonna pop this out because it's in the way. So.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
So Calamus, what does it look like as you are poring over these scrolls, and you are also a tiny little cactus man?
How ridiculous can it get?
Yeah.
Because my thought is Calamus goes over and is rubs palms together haha, yes, and then suddenly gets very focused and I don't know, eyes glowing, using that kind of I guess to lead them, because there's a lot of scrolls, so I don't know that Calamus would start picking up scrolls, so Calamus is using more I guess trying to locate what scroll they might want.
Sure.
So
what resonates with them.
You got Digsby sniffing around for truffles.
Yeah, Digsby sniffing around, Calamus probably eyes glowing, maybe hovering a little off the ground, very concentrated all of a sudden.
Oh yeah. Well, then give us a roll. Give us a nature roll.
Did that do it?
Hell yeah!
Hey,
That
Starting
did do it.
strong.
That is a.
I have a 10 in nature.
You have a 10, plus 10 in nature. That is a. The DC is 15. Technically, this is a secret check, so I'm supposed to roll it for you. I don't really do that.
Oh, okay.
If you could somehow get a +1 to that roll, it would be a critical success.
Let's see. I mean, Sam, you're over here. Is helping a thing?
I don't.
Helping absolutely is this thing. If Sam wants to spend, if Mindy wants to spend her time helping Calamus rather than searching for herself.
Okay.
She's not going to do that. she's like, scrolls?
Sure.
She's already, I think that Mindy is just picking up a scroll opening it, seeing what it is, writing it down, putting it off to the side. She's just started cataloging.
Is it possible to argue that Digsby is helping me?
Digsby unfortunately cannot aid you. I think there's specific ways for animal companions to aid you, but because normally minions don't have reactions, which is what you need to use the aid other reaction.
Gotcha. I don't know that I have anything.
Do you have detect magic or anything like that on you?
Let me look at my spells. Sorry, I've just been looking at my feats to see if there's anything there.
Yeah. That one also wouldn't give. If they had guidance and could cast guidance on themselves, that would do it.
No,
To be fair, it does say it says with Explore the Vault of Boundless Wonder, if you have detect magic or similar, you gain a +1 bonus to checks.
Oh well, hot fucking damn!
I do have detect magic. I accidentally just clicked on it to prove it.
Well, swell, perfect. So yeah, it wouldn't normally do it, but in this particular activity, it explicitly states it. The specific overrides general. Fantastic. So not Rain, Calamus, the other plant guy. Calamus, you critically succeed.
Nice.
So Calamus, we see like your little cactus eyes glowing. You're kind of like rising up off of the ground, and Digsby goes and kind of clambers up with his digging paws to a kind of teetering shelf near the top.
That cannot be good for the scrolls.
Oh, he's fine. He's gentle. And he hops down with a, like about a foot long length of polished wood with a flared end where it's like splits into two directions.
I think Calamus will take the wood from, I assume it's in his mouth, and like give him a pat on the head and say, good boy, and then give him a treat from their pocket. Whatever. It's fine.
Where do they have pockets?
They pull it out of their flour that's in there somewhere.
Maybe a little
Fanny
satchel.
Yeah.
Backpack.
There we go.
Applesauce, etc.
So yeah. And then now I have the stick.
You have the stick, which I think because it says it explicitly, and because the nature of this adventure means that you won't have really time to identify stuff, is you recognize this as a wand of widening, which is a magic item where when you cast a spell, if you give it an extra action and it has an area of effect, that area of effect is increased. So like I can find the specifics of it, but it's like it adds 10 feet to a 20-foot burst or something like that.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Yeah.
I have a question.
I'll just share it. Yes.
I feel like I shouldn't immediately pocket this.
Will I actually get anything out of also searching this area? Are there more than...
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay, I was like...
There, at the very least, there is a standard discovery and a major discovery for each location, and often, or at least in some cases, there are multiple discoveries in each location.
Cool.
Do I get to
I would
keep
also like
this
to look
thing?
through the scrolls.
You can at least hold on to it for now, and
Okay.
if you want, you can turn it into the Pathfinder Society at the end of this. We'll figure that out. At the end of
Okay.
the scenario.
I'm going
At
to
the
put it
very
in my
least,
inventory for now, just so I remember
Yeah.
that it's there in case.
You've got it on hand in the meantime in case anything terrible happens.
Yeah.
Mindy, you're so Calamus is getting this wand, and you're in the middle of like looking and doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm looking, I'm digging through. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Bow.
27.
Well, Jesus Christ, that would be another critical success, but because there's already been the major discovery has been made, I'm going to give you 2 standard discoveries. Roll a d6 twice.
Okay. 4 and also 4.
Reroll the
5.
second one.
4 and 5.
You find 2 things. One, you find a spell scroll that is scribed with the spell Telekinetic Maneuver,
Ooh.
which is a spell where basically you can shove or grapple someone or trip them with your mind. And you find yourself a wand. but it's a wand that you can't actually cast because it's not from your spell list. It is a wand of heal at first level. Contains the spell heal. Maybe you can trade with Calamus.
I was like, I'm gonna sort of toss the wand and catch it, flipping it over in my hand and go, you said your name was Calamus, right?
Yeah. So,
You want to trade? I can't use this. I think you can.
I can. What does it do again? I'm sorry.
Heal.
It's basically a free once-a-day cast of heal.
Okay. Sure, buddy. I can definitely put that to use.
Cool. So you swap wands.
Yeah. Tradesies.
Tradesies. Fantastic. So the two, the arcane and the primal caster are hanging out over in the scrolls. Meanwhile, the occult caster and the barbarian are hanging out by the skull. I know Ist is going to be talking to the skull. H2, did you want to go anywhere else and check something out?
I want to talk to the skull too.
Oh, okay.
You made a really compelling character.
Yeah.
I have an idea for what I want to do. Ist actually has the skull though, so I'm going to reserve my action for helping Ist, depending on what Ist is doing.
Sweet. Fantastic. Well, Ist.
Having been handed the skull, I think what Ist has done is set it down on the table and has climbed onto the table also and is lying on their front, basically non-existent nose to non-existent nose, staring at this skull. Just trying to figure it out.
I do have art of this skull.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's perfect. It's exactly what Ist is seeing right now.
Yeah, it's good.
I like this guy.
So what H2 is doing is staring at the skull intently as well, with her hand on the pommel of her greatsword, and is just in the gruffest voice that she can, tell us your secrets.
Ow! You're gonna break my legs too? You can't! I don't have any! I got a goblin who was supposed to have red eyes. You a freak?
Ist just grins, and there are just so many fucking teeth in there. Because that's one of my favourite things.
Oh, that's unmistakably goblin.
The ears twitch a little bit. I'm gonna make my occultism check. Because it's a little bit like I'm trying to scare down something that can't blink.
Mm-hmm.
That's only an 18.
That's a success, though.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say?
I think I just let the skull talk at me for a bit. And as I'm staring at it, it's like, you talk a whole bunch, but you don't really say anything, do you?
I mean, what's there to say that anyone would understand, right?
Oh, so nobody's smart enough for you.
Nobody's smart enough for me. Oh, you might get a little close. You can call me Zikarist. It's not my name, but it's a lot shorter than all-powerful wizard. That's right. I'm a wizard. I can do magic. Just wait. Keep me close and I'll prove it.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, he's got dreams.
It's actually she's got dreams.
Oh.
Even better.
The girl boss
She's rude
skull.
as fuck. I love her.
It is an explicitly female talking skull.
Oh, yes.
I just don't have the, I don't have
When
the
it's a
range to be
shrieking
Skeletor and
skull,
also
gender is
Skeletor.
really
To
hard.
be Skeletor and the female skull.
Yeah. Just hold me close. I'll show you. I'll show them all. But mostly you.
You sure? I mean, H2's great. I mean, you've seen that sword? There is so much going on in that head that I can only imagine. I look up at her. I'll gently turn the skull. What was her name again? The skull?
Zikariz!
Zikariz. So Zikariz can look at H2.
Wow, you're big. What are you, Jiskin?
I want to intimidate this skull.
Jesus Christ.
Arms folded, flex.
I already love H2.
H2 is not having any of Zikariz's shenanigans.
How could you? Sure. Yeah, I guess roll intimidation.
Aw.
That was a 13.
Yeah.
Oh, you're adorable. You don't know where you're from either.
Who cares?
I don't know. I feel like if I figured it out, I'll become a great and powerful wizard.
I thought you already
thought
were
you
a
said
great
you
and powerful wizard.
I am.
Ugh.
I'll become greater and powerfuler.
Oh my god.
No, I can understand that. That's sort of my vibe too. Part of the name. Ist, by the way.
Ist. See. Suffix.
Ah, smart skull.
The greatest and most powerfulest and smartest.
And humblest.
I'm going to rest the skull on top of my head because her lilac glowing eyes matches my headscarf incredibly well, and go tell Rainy Days what we found out.
Oh my god.
Well, hot damn, that is impressive. Well, I guess it takes a clever occult mind. No, a clever occult mind. Huh. How odd. Well, I'm gonna go get some water for everybody. Maybe some snacks. You all keep doing your thing, what you're doing. And he like heads out, starts leaving the vault. And then immediately you hear and a little tiny feet of our friend Rainy Calamity is coming back. He goes, they're not real. They can't be real. I can't. Help! Help! They're after me!
Well, with that description, how could we resist?
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Hi, it's August, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on your podcast platform of choice, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about us using the FTLcast hashtag. We are also part of a nonprofit podcasting guild called Standing Stones Productions. We do a variety of shows, including The Room Where It Happened and Dumb Kids Playing Hero, 2 actual play shows, and a Steven Universe discussion podcast called Gay Space Rocks. We also do live streams at twitch.tv/standingstonesprod. You can keep up with everything that we do on Twitter at stones_standing. Unfortunately, Standing Stones was already taken. Your support means a lot. Thanks again!